Assalamu alaikum. My name is Tauqir Sharif, also known as Abu Hussam al-Britani, and this is the story of my fourth day in detention in the prisons of Hayat Tahrir Sham. Now, as you can imagine, the way that I was taken was in quite a brutal manner. So I was injured. I had quite a big cut to my forehead. I was disorientated. It'd been 3 days, 3.5 days since I'd been inside a basement. Hadn't seen any light. I still hadn't changed any of my clothes, so I still had blood over me from the time that I was taken. My hands were handcuffed behind my back, and a tire was squeezed over my knees up to my waist, and then a bar was placed, a metal rod or a metal bar was placed between my handcuffed arms and the tire. At this point I was flipped over, so my head was basically bent to the side and touching the floor, the concrete floor, and my feet were basically in the air. At this point, many thoughts were going through my mind. Of course, you know, when you're being humiliated like this, when you're under the full control of other people, you're basically helpless. So all of these thoughts started coming into my mind. Are they going to, you know, bring a stick and, you know, try and, a'udhu billah, sodomize me with it? Or are they going to strip me naked? Or what, you know, what are they going to do? All these thoughts were coming through my mind, even though my captors are Muslims. As I was there in that position, I heard a swoosh and crack. The first hit the bottom of my feet. You can use as much force as you want. This is haram, what you're doing to your Muslim brother, and I'm your Muslim brother, and this is what you're doing to me. This is haram. And then I basically began to recite. One of the first ayahs that I began to recite over and over again was فَاذْكُرُونِي أَذْكُرُكُمْ وَاشْكُرُوا لِي وَلَا تَكْفُرُونَ. So I just kept saying this over and over again. Remember me, and you know, Allah says, remember me and I will remember you, and thank me, and you know, and do not deny the favors of me upon you. So I just kept reciting this, and then blow after blow I received. I kind of zoned out to a certain extent. I just tried to focus on my reciting. Of course, the pain was excruciating, sharp whips. It was quite a thick belt or wire that they were hitting me with, and I think most of the hits were intended to be the bottom of my feet, but my legs ended up taking some damage as well. And after about 5 or 10 minutes, basically it was over. I don't know if they felt guilty because I just continued reciting, even though they were asking me questions after every blow. At that point, I felt that maybe they were just felt guilty, and that's why they let me go.